Hello everybody, how are you all doing today? Welcome back to Mama's Kitchen. Today I'm excited as usual. I'm going to show you how I make my jollof rice. But today I'm going to make this jollof rice using the oven. I already have a video of my jollof rice, but this one is going to be cooked inside the oven. So if you don't want to cook with your pot, maybe washing the pot is a big deal to you, it's easier, more convenient when you use this baking trays to cook this rice. For one, it doesn't really burn a lot, and then secondly, you don't have to deal with washing any pot. You finish, take your rice and you just throw the container in the trash. That's the easy part of it. So today I'm going to show you how I do this. So if you're ready to learn how to make your jollof rice inside your oven, let's get into this kitchen and let's make it happen. Come on guys, let's go. So guys, I'm going to show you the ingredients I'm going to be using to make this delicious meal. I'm going to be using some habanero pepper, some bell pepper, onions, thyme, bay leaves, Maggie seasoning. I'm also going to be using tomato paste. I'm going to use some curry powder, salt, and vegetable oil. So the first step is pour some oil in the pot and allow the oil to get hot. Once the oil is hot enough, you pour in your chopped onions and allow this to fry for about 10 minutes. You don't want it to burn, just allow it to fry for 10 minutes so the aroma can come out, okay? After 10 minutes, I'm going to add my blended pepper, that is the blended habanero pepper, bell pepper, and some onions. Pour it in and mix it and let it fry for another 10 minutes. You really want this to fry, guys. You want it to cook. That's why I'm letting it stay for that long. So you mix it up and I let it stay in the oil. Frying the oil for about 10 minutes. After 10 minutes, you can see that it's really drying down now. It's frying now. I'm going to start adding my tomato paste. Guys, this tomato paste is just the bomb. It's very good. When you go to the store, look for it. It's called Red Park and it's sold mainly in the restaurant, at the restaurant depot. It's very good because it makes your stew to come out really red and thick, nice. It's just, you just need to try to understand what I'm talking about. So you put as much as you want, and then you mix it very well. And I'm still going to let it fry for a few more minutes because I want the tomatoes to cook. So now I'm adding my Maggie paste. Guys, this paste is very concentrated. It's very thick and very it's sweet enough for your food. Don't add too much except you're cooking for a large number of people like I'm doing here. I'm going to cook for about 30 people. It's a party jollof rice, so I'm cooking about 30 people. So make sure you don't put too much because it's very sweet, very sweet. You don't need too much of it. So here I used about 2 spoons of it, and then I'm adding my curry powder. With my jollof rice, I love to put a lot of curry powder and thyme, and you'll see that here. So after adding my curry powder, I'm going to put my thyme. And like I told you, I'm very generous when it comes to thyme and jollof rice. And I'm adding my bay leaves. Just wash them and pour them in. Some people put this after some time, but I'm going to bake this food, so I need everything to go in now to cook with it. And because the oil became so thick, I'm adding because the tomatoes became so thick, I'm adding a little bit of oil, because I want it to fry. You need the stew to fry because you're not cooking the stew on the stove. After frying it, you're going to bake it. So you need to fry it and make sure it is cooked before you put it in the rice. So turn it very well and then you let it fry more. Now I'm going to add my salt. And since I've added my Maggie cube, my Maggie sauce, I'm not using any other cube except salt. So you add enough salt and turn it very well. And let it fry a little bit more before you start to do other things with it. Guys, can you see the color the stew is? I mean, can you just see the red color? That's what I like about this tin tomatoes. It's very, very good. Very good. Your stew will be red. And not only that, it doesn't have this aftertaste that most canned tomatoes have. This paste is very good. Very good. And the red color is a plus for it. So this has been frying for about almost 30 minutes now, and I'm turning it. And you can see the redness, guys. You can see the redness, very thick. I covered it for a few minutes while I'm washing my rice. With my baked rice, I don't parboil my rice. If I was going to cook it on the stove, yes, I'll parboil it. But because I'm going to bake it, I am not parboiling it. I just wash it very well. Take out as much starch as you can take out. And, rinse it up very well and put it in your pan. And that's when you start to add your already made tomato sauce. Add as much as you can, guys. You want it to really, really have enough tomatoes in it. And once you've done that, you have to mix it thoroughly. And then I'm adding my meat stock. With my baked rice, I don't use water to cook it. I use my meat stock instead. So I'm going to add as much as I want. And with my baked rice, I pour in water to cover the rice. Just make sure you cover the rice with the water. So after mixing it, I'm still going to add more meat stock. I'm going to be serving this rice with chicken, so that's chicken stock. The most important thing is that you have to make sure that the rice is mixed well with the sauce. You thoroughly mix it well and you add water. I told you I'm adding water till it will cover the rice. Not too much, but enough water to cook it at once. Because if you do not add water, then you're going to be bringing it out from the oven once in a while to add more water. So if you don't want to go through that stress, just put enough more water. Use your own discretion. You know how much water should cook the rice. Add enough water. Make sure it is well saturated and the rice is well mixed up, because you're going to bake it. You can't turn it again until after a while. So make sure you've done all the mixing and add enough water that you need. And then right after that, what you do is you cover it with a foil paper like that, put it in the oven and cover it. I am checking it after about 20 minutes. You bring it out and just slightly check inside and see if it's cooked or not. Here it's not cooked. There's still water inside, but it's not really soft. I want the rice to be a little bit at least soft. So I'm going to cover it back and leave it for another 15 minutes. In all, this rice took about 1 hour, 20 minutes to cook, because there's a lot of rice. So it took about 1 hour, 20 minutes to cook in the oven. And I don't think that's too much time. You can just throw it in there. If you don't want to check it, that's fine. But I like to go back and check it. And once in a while, I bring it out and, mix it up again. And I put it back. Make sure you keep checking it so it doesn't really burn. Because if you don't do that, it's going to burn around the pan. And, you're going to lose a lot of rice because you cannot eat those ones that are sticking to the pan. So you have to make sure you check on it every once in a while to see how it's going. And after it's cooked, after about 1 hour, this is what I get. The rice comes out fluffy, very nice, very nice, guys. You need to taste this rice. You need to taste it. And that's just simply how I make my baked rice. That's it. That's how I make my baked rice, my oven rice. It comes out really nice and tasty and, fluffy and not sticking together. I don't like jollof rice to stick together. I just want it to be, separately, like in grains, not stuck together. That's the beauty of baking your rice. It comes out like that, very nice and very, very unique. Thank you so much for watching me today. I hope you try this soon. Thank you so much. Have a blessed day. See you in my next video, and ciao, ciao.